Hello and welcome to a little video that I'm doing, a bit of an after-action report, I guess you might call it, for the multiplayer that ended. I don't know if I'm going to put this video live today. Yeah, I probably am. That ended 12 hours ago. There we go. That's when it's going live. I just wanted to talk a little bit about the campaign, how it went, my thoughts about certain things, etc, etc, and yeah, it was fun. My computer was not really having a great time at the end, though. Having to see all of this, this kills my computer. I mean, I can run it faster now when it's in single player than I could when it was in when we were playing multiplayer. But yeah, things went a bit south for me right at the end. But I don't know. I think I definitely held my own well enough. And managing to stab hit Germany out was probably the highlight of the campaign for me. So I guess first off we should probably do a bit of a timeline thing, right? Let's first just look at like Europe, because that's where we all started. So if we remember, we had Stijo here in Scotland, we had Zippy here in Castile, Arumba, let's go me first, I'm here at Milan, and then Arumba is, oh god, it's still showing the forts, please stop. Arumba started as Aachen here. So, yeah, he definitely started as the weakest of all of us. But that sure as shit changed very quickly. So, yeah, let's just check it on fast and we'll have a bit of a chat about it. I remember my plan right at the start was to do a lot of vassalizations with influence ideas, and that went really well. I was surprised at how well that went. But Austria was a bit of a pain in my ass for a long time. They kept allying with Savoy, and I just couldn't get past them. Scotland losing constantly and continually to England was always a source of great fun for me too. And there's Arumba taking land again and again and again. He's just expanding himself, and he's so split up. There was plenty of times in the early game that I had the ability or the opportunity to completely wreck him. Like when he declared on France, for example, as soon as the war with me started, and I peaced out twice. I had no need to, right? It was not necessary for me. And I'm taking land in North Africa. I'm sure Zippy wasn't too happy with that. But what's he going to do? Lombardy, Venetia. Oh god. I was that colour for too long. I should have been Italy for a long time. And also, it's lying here when it's saying Revolutionary Italy. I wasn't, not at this stage of the game. I became Revolutionary Italy in 1730-ish, if I remember correctly. And of course, I'm trying to expand down into Africa, try and go into Egypt. There we go, I take a bunch of land from the Ottomans. That was fun. Cutting them off. I think this is like, as I record this is pretty much where the game is at right now. And then Arumba just going kind of crazy, and these are all his vassals. And we'll see Gotaland is going all the way over here. It's, oh god, it's the Bordigor he created was it's kind of disgusting, to be honest. But what can one do? And yeah, things just went pretty well. There I take Catalonia, Spain expands, he takes all of his vassals, the synthetics get spawned, and I think, yeah, went to war with Zippy right after the synthetics were a thing. So yeah, that's the timeline there. I guess let's chuck a quick timeline over on the New World as well, because I didn't see too much of it, and I guess it was pretty interesting. Let's Gaelic Australia. I didn't even know that was a thing either, to be honest. Let's chuck the timeline here and check it on very fast, because I guess not a lot happened early on. Let's see, when did Spain first arrive? He's probably in the Caribbean now. Oh, there we go, there's a bit of Spain, Castile, Spain. I think Stijo started up in like Newfoundland, but I don't know for sure. There's France. There's Stijo. And yeah, from this, it looks like Spain is definitely the stronger here, but they just... Zippy's problem is he never went to war with Stijo, like, at all. And he paid the price for that. He really, really did. And then, you know, the entire New World became green instead of yellow. And, I mean, I would say that that's on Zippy. I think he should have been a bit more aggressive at certain points. But, I mean, they did pretty well. He's got a little bit of yellow left, but let's be fair. The New World is clearly Irish at this point. Actually, is it? What's the culture here? American, Canadian, American, Newfie. Apparently that's a thing. Andalusies. Yeah, I mean, I guess it's Scots Gaelic, I guess would be his primary culture then. But, yeah, fun stuff. So, my thoughts about how the campaign went. For the longest time, well, I mean, I wouldn't say the longest time, but for maybe since 1700, the year 1700, I've been saying that maybe we should end the game with a three-way war. Not a three-way war, sorry, a 3v1, because Arumba definitely became a lot more powerful than all of us put together. There was really no contest. And so I was suggesting, okay, maybe we should have all of us go to war with Arumba, and we'll just end the series like that. See who wins. If we lose, we lose. If he loses, he loses. It's all fun, whatever. The argument against that was Stijo and Arumba had been allies for some 200, 300 years or so. So what really would be the justification for it? It wouldn't feel right, because I mean they were friends. Like, if they're just going to go to war against each other because of some artificial end game scenario, then yeah, it would just feel artificial. It wouldn't feel right. So fair enough. And then instead what I got was 3v1 against me, which was, yeah, that was fun. But yeah, like I said, I feel like I held my own pretty well. Tell you what, we didn't manage, well, I say we didn't manage, but we didn't peace out at the end of the war with Zippy, and this was the war that went on longest. So I want to see what the casualties were like in this war. I feel like this is wrong. This has got to be wrong, right? Surely he didn't lose. Wow, that's kind of insane. I wasn't expecting that at all. Ouch. I mean, I remember very early on in the war, I tried to land down in Alicante, and I lost 200,000 men. I killed a few, but nowhere near 200,000. I just find it surprising that I only lost another 150,000 after that. The ship's losses, I can totally believe them. I killed so many ships in the last however long, like 10 years or so, however long that last war lasted. It wasn't even funny. I slaughtered so many ships. I guess we can have a look at Ledger as well. So I guess Arumba is probably privateering me or taking my trade. Yeah, he's taking my trade right now. So income is a little bit off, but that's just kind of crazy. I'd say if he wasn't taking my trade right now, my income would be just higher than Tirnagale, but not by a massive amount. I remember being at about 1,600 ducats of income at some point. So, yeah, that's about as much as I remember. But touching Arumba's income was just impossible. For the last 200 years, it was just so much higher than everybody else. It couldn't be touched. His max manpower of 1.13 million, just crazy numbers. But my manpower wasn't too bad either. Like, I got it up to 628k via being a revolutionary target, and Arumba here is gaining almost 11,000 manpower a month. I gain almost 10,000. So in the grand scheme of things, man for man, if I kill more than I lose, if I was 100% manpower at the war breaking out, and 100% what's it called, professionalism, then I think I may have stood a chance, but that was just not the case. I lost over 400,000 men when fighting the synthetics purely to attrition. It was totally my bad. That was so dumb. And then, so when the war broke out with Zippy, I had no manpower, and that was clearly not ideal. That's what else we got in the ledger. So we got country there. I ended up in second place, but not by much. Not by much. Second place isn't too bad. My military rating is way higher, which is glorious. He lost 18 from per month. Is it not? No, not per month. But he lost 18 for the Imperialist War, and that's wrong because that includes the Spanish reconquest that I've just pieced out. But Birthplace of the Revolution is pretty good. Imperialist War, that is the one that I pieced out Arumba with Forced Peace. But then his admin rating is fucking crazy. Monthly income 424, monthly income 51. It's kind of insane. But I feel like I did pretty well. Definitely in the score. Score is irrelevant anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much. But at the same point, like it's still a nice metric to look at. Score through the ages, Germany wins. I won in the Reformation though. Absolutism, pretty close, and then revolutions, he got ahead. Turnagail, no points in discovery, very few there. And then Spain down in 8th place actually. I'm not sure where you kind of slipped up. Age of Reformation didn't go very well for him. Yeah, it looks like that's where the failure was. But Delhi there, I mean, surely, how is he there? Oh, negative 500, negative 1,000, and negative 1,500 from victory cards. Victory cards are stupid anyway, so who cares? Score over time, let's see if I can find everyone. So, Germany. Oh, man, look at that! That's crazy close. Then Turnagail and Spain. Spain and Turnagail. I'm not too unhappy with that. I mean, this is probably exactly the point where the war broke out. So that makes sense that I start losing there. That's the jump when I pieced Arumba out, I imagine. I don't know for sure, but would make sense to me. Technologies, who cares? Religion, who cares? I didn't care about religion for so long. Like, as soon as I got a humanist, my religious unity was over 100%, so it just didn't matter. All of the tolerances are high enough, so it just didn't matter. Signatarities, who cares? No, I don't care. Province development. Highest developed province, Onangol, for Germany, with 113. Is that the one in Samagitia? I assume that's the one in Samagitia. Onangol. Yeah, this used to be Samagitia. No, Buryatia. Sorry, my apologies. But look at this. He got his development cost down to like 2 per click. So he just developed the crap out of his lands, and maybe I should have focused a lot more on trying to do something similar. Like, if I had all of this land at really high dev, like, that would have been real nice. But alas, that's not the case. London, 81 development. My highest developed province was Constantinople, actually, at 74. Spain's highest, I don't see Spain here, no. Spain's highest is... I must have gone past it. Madrid at 62, makes sense. But yeah, his development was just crazy good. Don't care about colonies. Number of provinces. I'm sure I've won this. I'm almost certain I've won this. Where is Germany? There it is. Oh yeah, I definitely won that one by a long, long way. But when his provinces are like 200% more developed than mine, then this doesn't matter. But hey, I won something. Yay. Colonies don't care. Advisors. I'm pretty sure I had like the highest levels of advisors for a long time. Not right now, of course. But having humanist ideas and being able to choose exactly what you want is so powerful. It's so good. Military leaders, I'm assuming, yeah, Germany had the best generals for pretty much the entire game. Why it's putting my 5-5 and 6-4 ahead of 6-6, 6-6. There's another 6-6, there's another 6-6, there's another 6-6, there's another 6-6. He had this kind of thing going on for like 100, 200 years. Every war is like, I just could not match his generals. I got a 6-6 once, and it was like a 6-6-2-4 or something like that. It was so difficult to match his generals. Very, very difficult. Rulers don't care. Previous rulers don't care. Army quality comparison. Now this was very interesting. So for the longest time, until I became revolutionary, his army was better, just straight up better than mine. But that changed in the last war, and I think I definitely caught him off guard with that. Like revolutionary Italy there at 9.06, which is lower than Spain, but definitely higher than Germany. Like that was crazy. And managing to get my discipline also higher. Who cares about all of these numbers? But yeah, having those two numbers be so much higher was a huge, huge boon. And when you also take into account I had pretty bad combat efficiency on my infantry, but 40% on the artillery was also fucking sick. And so I had 17%. That's not what I wanted to do. Germany, on the other hand, had plus 30%. So yeah, his infantry were just better. But then I had the morale and discipline advantage. What policies was he running? I think he must have turned his policies off, for sure. I can't imagine this was the case. All of his men just concentrate in one area. Interesting. So yeah, it's tag back over to me. Tag, is it ITL? Yes. Back into the ledger. Armies, I just ran out of troops. I just ran out of troops very, very soon. I got a nice mercenary cap, and that probably would have carried me through the war with Spain if I kept microing it and building new infantry all the time. But it was just so hard to keep up the amount of troops that Germany was able to produce. It was so very, very difficult. Hey, at least Zippy stopped using cavalry. We told them that very many times. Our force limits, I mean, you can see the difference here. And a lot of this is Birthplace of the Revolution gives me plus 40%. So having, and then Girondists another plus 20%. So you can imagine before I became revolutionary, just how much of an advantage Arumba had. I had to do this to have any hope. Naval quality comparison. Now this should be interesting. So of course I'm right at the top, but I did take 15% in that last war. Germany down at 6. Oh, that makes a lot of sense then. Durability, I have no idea. I assumed someone's going to be here. Gaelic La Plata is there. Did none of us take anything to do with it? To do with, yeah, I'm at 0%. Turnagale 0%. I assume Germany is also down here somewhere. But yeah, none of us took anything like that. Tradition, yeah, look at that. Glorious. Germany down at 43%, so yeah, this certainly helped as well. I could have beaten anyone's navy at the end of the game. Total ships. At the start of the war, I was outnumbered. But, yeah, I kind of crushed with the navy. I did a lot of good stuff with it. I killed so many boats. The big battle in the Black Sea over here, I killed 539 boats in total. The battle that was over here, I killed a further like 200. Battles against Zippy, I just demolished his navy. Even bringing my galleys out of the inland sea, I just did so much damage. It was kind of obscene. I think losses? Yeah, army losses. This should be interesting. I bet if I sort by attrition, I will be at the top. Yep, 10.75 million from attrition. Like I say, 400,000 of that was just Persia. Sorry, not Persia, but synthetics in the last war. It was painful, very, very painful. Total losses, again, I'm at the top. Probably because I had to fight like fucking everybody. In battle, I'm at the top. Yeah. I still think I killed more of Germany than Germany killed of me, though. Like, say 200,000 lost to Spain in that last war. Generally, in the battles, I was killing more than I lost. But I guess maybe I was wrong. I don't know. Naval losses. Captured, I will be at the top. No! What? This is bullshit. This is 100% bull... Oh, this is naval losses. Okay. Yeah, no, this makes sense then. Because I captured boats, but I didn't lose boats to capturing other than these 15. Alright, so that makes sense. Okay, so... Alright, then total boats lost, 1,600. I'd say the vast majority of that is in the final war. Because that... Yeah, glorious. For, yeah, 1,582 in battle, 54 of them captured. Like, I captured 25 ships in this battle here. So that was kind of fun. Sank Spain's flagship, I think, twice. Germany, I captured his flagship and I eventually sold it back to him. I sank Ternagale's flagship. I sank the Synthetics flagship, if I remember rightly. I'm not sure. Maybe he didn't actually have one. Yeah, that may have been it. I know there was a few other flagships that I either sank or stole. No, I didn't steal anymore. It was only Arumba's. Yes, okay, that's it. Like I said, a lot of this is me remembering as well what happened in the war. National armies. Oh yeah, these are all my different armies. They're so broken and beaten and bruised. It's nasty. Navies don't care. Army regiments don't care. Ships. Income comparison. Just shocking. The trade income. And even if you just look at production, like he's over there like 3 times as much, more than 3 times as much as me. More than twice as much as Ternagale. Taxation, double. Fucking gold he has tons of. Subsidies he's getting from, Ternagale is getting from Germany. So that's a lot of his income. But yeah, it's just... Everything was just stacked against me. As soon as he started developing like a madman. Don't care about that one. Income. Oh man, look at that. I was like, yay, I have lots of income. And then he starts protecting trade again. Germany is... If I click this bar is going to get flattened out and put down here. Yeah, look at that. Oh, it's sick. It's sickening. Ugh. Ternagale and Spain will chuck them in as well. I'll tell you what, there's the subsidies, I think. This is when they started fiddling with subsidies and trade and stuff. But yeah, it's interesting though. I could have sworn I tanked Zippy's income, because during the war I probably still am, I was taking money from here. I suppose if I put my ships to it they could do it again, but yeah. Inflation, no one cares. Charts, I guess. That's interesting. Yeah, look at my religion. It's fucking disgusting. There's like everything there. Technology overview, don't really care. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it then. What's the highest trade node is obviously going to be English Channel. But, total. Oh, fucking Jesus. And then the Champagne node that he controls. And the North Sea that he controls, and the Rhineland that he controls, and the Irish Sea that is Ternagale controlled, but being passed into there. Yeah, it's just disgusting. The amount of trade power that he had was very difficult to deal with. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So, yeah, I guess I'll leave it there. The game was fun. It was a lot of fun. And I'm sure there was certain times that it felt like maybe there was a little bit of hostility or coldness during wars and stuff, but like I say, we're all still friends and we're all going to be playing another multiplayer again soon. And, you know, we all had fun with it. And that's the main thing. And I hope everyone who was watching I hope you enjoyed it too, because I sure shit did. I thought it was fantastic, and I'm very much looking forward to the next one. So, with that said, I want to thank you all very much for watching this little overview kind of conclusion video. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next one for whatever multiplayer ends up coming next. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.